So yeah, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today I got you guys all the 10 things that I miss in Call of Duty, 10 things that I want to come back. You know, some of these features were core staples of the older Call of Duty games that made Call of Duty, and it was just part of the norm of what we're used to seeing in said Call of Duty games. But as of recently, I feel like ever since Modern Warfare 2019, Call of Duty just drastically changed and started doing pointless changes that didn't make the experience any better. It just kind of took away from the experience. So let me know in the comment section, what things do you personally miss from the older Call of Duty games that you want to come back? So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So starting off with Call of Duty World War II's headquarters, this is one thing that I miss a lot because it was such a different thing for Call of Duty, and the whole social aspect with it, with the whole community vibe, was so nice. You can do many things in the headquarters, from opening up supply drops, going to the firing range, doing your contracts, doing community events. Sometimes that would happen, like shooting down those planes that would drop care packages. You could do challenges against other players. You can go to your mail and pick up your mail, go to the gunsmith. It was a very innovative idea that for whatever reason it was only in this game. You know, you would think with the amount of new hardware, new technology that they've gotten since 2017, especially with the PS5, Xbox Series X, that they would dwell more into this idea and expand upon it even further, making it a bigger space. Because obviously the consoles can handle it now. They didn't do it, you know, they never brought this back. But I would love to see this come back in the next few Call of Duty games, and having it be a Modern Warfare themed area, or like a Black Ops themed area, or like from that one mission from MW2, the very first mission of MW2. Imagine that whole area being the headquarters. That would be actually pretty sick. So moving on, we have the operator mods from Black Ops 4. So this is a pretty cool idea. Basically what it is, it's simply just an attachment that is specific to a said weapon that makes the gun either better or just adds like a bonus thing to it. Like for example, this Mozu Skull Splitter makes headshots one-shot headshots. This quad shot operator mod on the GKS makes it a full round burst. There's an operator mod for the Stingray, which makes like the entire ammo that you have explosive. There's the belt feed operator mod for the Cordite, which has like basically infinite ammo with an overheat. So there's some very cool customization with these attachments and certain guns here. I wish they would have brought something back like this and expanded upon it even more, because it was pretty cool and unique having certain guns have certain attachments to make the gun feel different from using another one. So moving on to Call of Duty Ghosts, this one feature I talk about all the time here on the channel, and it's a map-based kill streak. So this actually did come back in Advanced Warfare, and that's it. Yeah, it was only in Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts. With Advanced Warfare, the map-based kill streaks were very different compared to COD Ghosts, but it was the same idea. With COD Ghosts here, you could be Michael freaking Myers from the movies, and then obviously the Predator as well from the Alien vs. Predator movies. It was actually so cool, and this is one of the best things I feel as though Call of Duty has brought to the table. So they definitely need to bring this back, because it's gonna make each map feel different and unique, and it's gonna make you excited to play said map, you know what I mean? Every time fog does pop up in the map rotation, if I do go back to play Call of Duty Ghosts, I'm like, yes, like I can't wait to get Michael Myers. I hope I get him from the care package, you know what I mean? So it's just like one thing to look forward to when you play said map, and it just makes the experience different. It's not the same old run and gun. It's not the same old die by a regular gun or whatever. It just kind of breaks the immersion in a good way, I guess. You know what I mean? Even though some of it may be inconsistent with the gameplay and be overpowered with some kill streaks, I don't care. It's still fun. It's cool to see at the end of the day. So definitely, I miss this, and I hope to see something like this in the future with COD. So moving on, this next thing I shouldn't even be saying. This should not be on this list, because it should still be in Call of Duty. It was a core staple in every COD before MW 2019. I think some of you guys may have the idea already of what it is, and it's the fact of I miss it when lobbies did not disband. Yeah, because in every COD ever, You were in the same lobby with the same players you played up against in the match before, and you could play in the same lobby like 10 times in a row against the same players, and you can make some cool friends out of them, out of the lobby that you were just in with the players that you played up against. A lot of funny things would happen, but no, the moment you get into a lobby, you're never gonna see those players again. But sometimes there is a small percentage, a small chance that you actually do see those players. It's very rare, but yeah, if you make that one friend, or if you talk to them in a pregame lobby, you may not see them ever again unless you just add them. But that was the fun of it, playing with some cool people you meet on S&D, playing against some trash talkers and free-for-all or whatever, and keep winning and keep killing them over and over again to see who comes up on top. It was a fun time, but they removed that social community aspect of Call of Duty. Next up, we got combat records, more or less expansive, detailed combat records that are not half-assed, because if Call of Duty has combat records nowadays, they're not even the same anymore. They're just so whack and lackluster. Aside from the Black Ops Cold War combat record, that one was actually pretty good, not gonna lie. But aside from that, where's the detailed combat records with everything from like the stats of how many times you died by a certain gun, your accuracy on each gun, how many kills you have with each weapon, you know, how many times that you got killed by said kill streak, how many wins you got in said game mode, and the list goes on and on, you know what I mean? It's crazy how a Call of Duty from 2010, aka Black Ops 1, has a very, very detailed and such a good combat record, but a Call of Duty nowadays can't even do that, or they just don't decide to bring the feature in for whatever odd unknown reason. So I don't know, I feel like this is one of the coolest things that Call of Duty has brought, because it's nice to know what your stats are in COD. It's kind of cool, and I guess it's definitely funny to flex, oh, I have a higher KD than you or whatever, you know what I mean? It's cool to compare your stats to your friends or whatever, how many nukes you got. So I mean, this is I feel like this should be a core staple in Call of Duty that should never be taken out and should always be in Call of Duty from day one, not added as bonus DLC or whatever. Moving on to Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts, I miss the announcer voice packs. You know, these are the only two Call of Duties that had this. It's such a great idea that they never decide to bring back for whatever reason. I don't know. I think it would make them a lot of money, and we all know Activision loves their money like Mr. Krabs, so why not make some more money and do these voice announcer packs? I'm pretty sure if they added Gordon Ramsay, if they added even Eminem, or if they added like some famous rapper, or they added Drake, or whoever you can think of at the top of your head, a celebrity, or even like even like some COD characters, you know what I mean? That would be great. That would be awesome, having customizable and just cool announcers in your game just to spice up the game a bit more, and it's just cool content. You know, Snoop Dogg was in Call of Duty Ghosts, which is awesome, so bring Snoop Dogg back again. Moving on, we do got the Pick 10 system here. So this Pick 10 system was only in a handful of Call of Duty games. Of course, Treyarch made this and first introduced it with Black Ops 2, and it was a great system, a new created class system that I feel as though even holds up now in 2023. It's so simple and so straightforward, nothing more, nothing less. You know, people kind of don't like the expansive and over-the-top gunsmith system, how you can put a lot of attachments on your gun, like 5 to 6 or 7 or whatever the amount is. But here in the older COD games, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, it was a simple pick 10 things for your class or pick nothing at all, and then there you go. So I feel like this would work so well nowadays, and people wouldn't mind it. It would make the class setups and make the gameplay more balanced compared to having an unnecessary amount of attachments on said gun. But I could see why they tried something different with the whole gunsmith idea, but I wouldn't mind it if they bring the pick 10 system back. I miss it. I definitely miss it. Now, this one thing, I'm pretty sure 99% of you guys can agree on this. Maybe the 1% you don't care about it anymore and you like how the new system is, but I miss prestiging, the classic old prestige system in COD. You get to level 50, you get to level 55, whatever level it is, then you prestige, you get said rewards, and then you get to level 50 again, then prestige, and you do it like 10 to 20 times, and then you reach prestige grandmaster, prestige master, and you just go to level 1000 from there, I guess, or whatever the hell it is. I just miss the old style of prestiging. Maybe they thought it was outdated and they thought it was repetitive, but this is one of the things that made Call of Duty back in the day. It's crazy that this was a feature in 2007. It went from being in COD in 2007 to 2019. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. After that, we got this dumb seasonal prestiging system, which I don't like at all whatsoever. It doesn't even feel like I'm leveling up in a meaningful way. That's just how I feel about it. So definitely, if they bring back classic prestiging, that would be amazing. It would make Call of Duty feel like Call of Duty again, so I miss good old prestiging. Next up, we got the classic DLC system. Well, at least the personalization pack side of things, alright? So, back in the day with Black Ops 2, this was the first time ever where you had purchasable DLC camos. And this came with a calling card, it came with a set of reticles, and it was so cool, man. This is one of the best features that Call of Duty ever brought, but sadly they replaced this obviously with the entire shop, the Call of Duty shop, with the overpriced blueprints and overpriced operators that are like $20 each. Isn't it crazy how these camos were literally $2 to $4 per pack? Yeah, but nowadays to get that, it's worth like $20, dude. It's so unbelievable and outrageous. But hey, it's just, again, Activision likes their money. Who knows, maybe if they started selling DLC camo packs like this, maybe this would make them a lot more money because more people would buy it since it's cheaper, and it's just the classic way of doing things how they did beforehand. It worked well in COD Ghost, it worked well in Black Ops 2, hell, even Advanced Warfare. Even though AW didn't have that cool of DLC camos, it was still nice to have. You know, even Black Ops 3 had some purchasable DLC, but it wasn't camos, it was just some outfits for your specialists, which is kind of whack. But Black Ops 3, I think, was the last time they ever had like cheap personalization things like this, if you don't want to count, I guess, the announcers from Infinite Warfare. But yeah, I miss the good old DLC camo packs that you could buy for simply $3. So moving on, the next thing that I miss from the old Call of Duty games, again, I shouldn't even be saying I miss this feature because it's a core staple in every COD since 2007, but it's not anymore. It's map voting. The fact that this was removed is just outlandish. Why? Nowadays, if you want to find a match, you can't just vote for the map you play. It's just a random map that is selected for you, so you have no choice on what map you're gonna play on. It's just unbelievable. I know it's such a little minute detail, but seriously, this really goes a long way, and I don't know a single soul that likes the fact that map voting is not a thing anymore. I mean, hey, are you the one person watching that you dislike this feature and you like how it is nowadays? I don't know anybody. Hey, be my guest. Tell me, like, I guess 5 good reasons or a reason if you do prefer the new system. Why is that? Why is that, you know? I just like how it was before. It's just easier, you know, point A, it's just easier to have options, you know? You have option A, option B, and then, you know, a random selection. That's it, you know? It's simple and straightforward. But anyways, that's gonna be the entire video. I know I might have ranted about certain things, but I just miss how Call of Duty was back in the day. I'm sure y'all can relate to that too. So thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more content like this, and peace out. I clutched up the nuke last second before the match ended. 139 to 15.